Mob Psycho 100, Episode 8, The Older Brother Bows, Destructive Intent. Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Famincho here, back at it once again with another Mob Psycho 100 review. It's that time of week again, and oh boy, this episode. Woo! This episode is absolutely fantastic. I'm not even joking. Some of the best anime I've seen in a very, very long time. I am not joking here. The animation alone, my boys, the animation alone is just absolute god tier. Like, to the point where I was literally speechless during this episode. The action scene that takes place is unbelievable. Like, I did not even... I can't even speak right now. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. I never thought that we could get action like this in any anime, much less this one. So, Studio Bones, hats off to you guys. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Just, again, unbelievable. I'm still, like, I'm going to rewatch this episode a couple of times probably just to see this action scene. Like, this probably, not even joking, goes down as some of the best action I've ever seen in any anime. Like, just wait, like, till next year when people start doing, like, top 10s, you know, best action anime scenes or whatever. This is easily going to make it in there because it is just unbelievable. I've said that like 3 times already. Again, it is just unbelievable. Just so good. The episode starts off, if you can't tell already, the animation is my favorite part about this episode, by the way. Anyway, the episode starts off, we see Teru, he's grabbing Shigeo from the bench. He's hanging out with Tome-chan, not really sure what that relationship is doing there. I guess they're still looking for like espers or something. I know she has this like crazy obsession. That's not really important in this episode, though, so I really couldn't care less. Anyway, Teru, he grabs Shigeo, pulls him to the alleyway, and we see, again, from last week's episode, and I actually like last week's episode a lot more now that I've seen this one, because it really is like an awesome setup. But anyway, we see Ritsu there, and all the thugs are just at his feet. We see him there, and oh my goodness, like, Mob is just absolutely shocked about what he's done. He doesn't even believe him. Dimple just bails out of the body, because he doesn't want any part of that. He doesn't want to fight Shigeo. He's scared. He knows how powerful Shigeo is. And, oh my goodness. I mentioned this in previous reviews. The relationship between Ritsu and Shigeo is my favorite part about the series. I think it's easily the best part about the series. It is just so dynamic and so tragic, yet so beautiful. And in this episode, they capitalize on it more than any. And I was waiting for an episode like this because, again, it's my favorite part about the series. And I was just waiting for that point where they were going to really show off what that relationship is. And we see Ritsu mention his false admiration towards his brother and his psychic abilities. And I'm not even going to lie, things got a little emotional. Like, I was legitimately tearing up a bit when he was mentioning all this stuff. And we see Shigeo here, and he's just shocked about what his brother's done. And it's just fantastic. Good Lord, just fantastic. Like, I love this. Like, I absolutely love this. I never would have thought that this series would have taken this turn, and I am just so pleasantly surprised what they're doing with this relationship, and it looks like they're going to be continuously capitalizing on it throughout the series. I never would have thought that that would be one of the main plot points in this series. So, again, just fantastic, really emotional, just really, really strong there. The voice acting, I noticed the voice acting was really, really good, especially from the guy that does Ritsu's voice. I'm not quite sure the voice actor's name, unfortunately, but just, I mean, he's just fantastic. I mean, the lines that he delivers in this episode, just great, absolutely great. Then we see the man in purple. He's talking on the phone. I'm not really sure what his name is. I believe the guy he's talking to on the phone, the swordsman that's like floating the swords around and stuff, he looks absolutely awesome. He returns a sword in his holster using his psychic abilities. I was actually waiting for a character like this, too. I'm like, when I first heard of this series, I'm like, I wonder if there's going to be a character that can, like, float blades around and stuff. Oh, yeah, here he is. It's just, he's awesome. Absolutely love it. Anyway, we see him talking to him. I think his name is Sakurai, because it said, like, on his phone, like, who he was talking to, like, a contact. His name is Sakurai. And he has to take a picture of Ritsu. Everyone thinks that Ritsu is still Shigeo, which I think is pretty funny. He thinks that, yeah, everyone thinks that he's the white tea poison or whatever. And I think that's pretty funny, actually. But anyway, that's his contact. He's on a mission. He's trying to capture Shigeo, and jumps down from the building. Again, amazing animation. As he's jumping down, we see the viewpoint just follow him downwards, and he slams Ritsu's face into the ground. And at this point in the episode, this is when I was just blown away. I was just, what? Like, what is going to happen next? Obviously, Shigeo's not going to like that. His percentage is racking up, and the fight just ensues. This is where the action really gets good. This man in purple, again, I don't know his name. I tried looking on Wikipedia earlier. I couldn't find it. But this man in purple, he is just absolutely vicious. This guy is evil. He makes all the thugs around him bow down to him. Like, he's just crazy. Mob is really pissed off. His percentage gets up. He charges forward. And again, this is just when the episode kicks it into high gear. Good God, I cannot stress this enough. Just fantastic. We see him. He reaches his full potential. He's at 100%. And he mentions that he's never even felt this before, this amount of animosity. I'm guessing that that's what the emotion is that he's expressing. And I like this part in this episode because we finally see Shigeo mention how powerful he is. Like, he finally, I think in this point we finally, like, he acknowledges that he's a badass. And I like that. I like that he's finally acknowledging, like, oh boy, like, I'm really powerful. You better watch out. And I really like that he's mentioning that. It's like, I don't know, I like how his emotions just kind of, like, break free and he's able to express those things when he's at his 100% state. So, absolutely fantastic there. He charges forward, and the best part to me, like, when the animation just really kicked into high gear, is when he pushed him up the building, and the viewpoint followed the man in purple as he was being pushed up the building, and they were up in the air. Oh, my goodness. At this point in the series, like, I can't recommend this series enough. If you're watching this review and for some reason you haven't seen the series, please watch it. Like, good God, just watch it. It is just so good. It is just so fantastic. I mean, I thought that fight between Shigeo and Teru was good, but this is just a whole nother level. Like, this is higher than, like, One Punch Man action scenes. Not even joking. Higher than that. The animation is unbelievable. He pushes him down into the building. Oh my goodness, I can't even express it. Like, I can't really go into detail the action. Like, my words don't do it justice. Just absolutely fantastic. The music too was just so unsettling in these scenes. Like, oh my gosh, it was really eerie here and there. Kenji Kawai doing his work, just absolutely fantastic. Then we see the man in purple. He pulls out this weird, like, purple, I don't even know, like, I guess it's pepper spray? Not really sure. Maybe it's like Esper repellent or something. Pulls it out, he sprays it in Shigeo's face, he passes out, and then basically he has to kill all the thugs now because they saw his face, they saw what he could do, and, like, he just feels the need to kill them all, I guess. But he's interrupted by Shigeo getting back up. He's freaked out. He's like, how did he do this? Like, what in the world is happening? This guy's power is just unbelievable. So he just says, forget this, I need to get out of here. Grabs Ritsu, jumps out of the way, and we see that Shigeo is once again completely unconscious, but yet still standing. I'm not sure if this is, like, latent spiritual powers that he has inside of him, or maybe he's just so powerful that he can just stand up when he's unconscious. Like, it's just that strong. I'm not quite sure. Really, really cool though. Then we're taken to a scene with Reagan at his clinic, and just fantastic. Again, I love Reagan as a character. Hopefully we get an episode with him, like, as the star again. I love Reagan as a character. And we see him, this lady's mentioning that, like, she's feeling this weight on her shoulders. There's a spirit on her shoulders, like some psychic told her. And he's, like, grating this, like, rock salt stuff on her shoulders. And then he gives her a massage. I think they called it Relaxation Express. That's what his special ability is called. Again, I love Reagan as a character. He's absolutely fantastic. Mob wakes up. He's at Teru's house. And he's obviously hurt. Like, he's destroyed. His body's all bandaged up. His face is all messed up. He was really hurt by this guy. I mean, the man in purple really did a number on him. He was not playing around. As he was punching in his face, there was blood everywhere. We saw Ritsu reacting to it. He was really hurt by what was going on with his brother. The man in purple was really not holding back. So it makes me think that, what is he trying to do? Like, why is this so important? Or is he just crazy? Is he just kind of like a madman? I'm not quite sure. I'm really liking the development of his character, actually. I love characters like that are just, like, extremely powerful and you don't know why. So I love the man in purple. Anyway, beats the crap out of Shigeo. He's beaten down. So then, I can't remember what the place was called, the place where all the scrub espers were. I can't remember. But they go to that place. because, you know, Dimple leads them there. Dimple knows what was going on with Ritsu and everything. Goes over there. Everyone's beaten down. All the young espers were taken, and there's just that one guy there, and they're talking to him, and he's explaining what's going on. Teru kind of explains what these people are, like why did they take Ritsu, and it's really, really interesting. I'm guessing that they're just like using their powers. I don't really know. I don't really know. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next couple of episodes. It really is, because at the end of this episode, we see them leading all the young espers to like this, basically a fortress. Like it looks like a straight up fortress, and I'm guessing that that's where the final, you know, the arc is going to take place. I'm guessing that this is where the story really, really kicks in, and it was a really nice build up. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really nice build up to this, you know, this big arc here. A lot of series they kind of do this, and it looks like they were just like almost like filler, and then just a big arc right there was just, you know, planted in the middle of all that. But this, it was really it was a good build up towards this, so that's absolutely fantastic. Again, cannot stress this enough. I know I've been repeating this. The animation in this episode is some of the best I've ever seen in any anime. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm going to give this episode a 10 out of 10. Just fantastic. I mean, it hit on all fronts. Whether you're talking about the action and animation, because that's God tier. Then we're talking about, you know, the emotion and depth between the two brothers. That's God tier. And then just the overall build-up, too, of these villains. Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The best episode of Mob Psycho yet. Some of the best anime I've seen in a while. Definitely the best I've seen all year. And just great. Absolutely great. 10 out of 10. Just a very solid episode. I am so excited to see what happens next. The preview for the next episode looked really cool. Again, this looks like this is where the arc is really going to start setting in. We're going to finally get a good story here. I'm not sure how long the series run is. I'm guessing it's going to be 12 or 13 episodes, but it could go on longer. I don't really think so, though. We'll have to see, but just fantastic. Comment down below. Give me your thoughts on this episode. What did you think of that God tier animation? Do you agree with me? Do you think it was that good? Or was it just kind of meh? Of course it wasn't meh. It was just absolutely fantastic. Comment down below. Express your thoughts. Just don't go over 100% because I'd rather not deal with that. Hit that like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today. I greatly appreciate it. And also, please be sure to subscribe for, obviously, my weekly Mob Psycho 100 reviews, other anime-related videos, gaming videos, and everything in between. And also, you can follow me on Twitter at Fumencho1 to get updates on this channel. I post stuff regarding when I'm going to be getting videos up, when my Mob Psycho reviews are coming up, my quick little thoughts on certain things. And you can also, you know, get in touch with me if you have a question or an idea for a video or anything like that. So hit me up at Fumencho1. You can also hit me up on other social media in the description below. I have like Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat there too if you want to check me out. So yeah, that's in the description below. And yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. And something I completely forgot to mention, the telekinetic helix, the ability that the man in purple has. Good God, how cool is that? This red stuff that's wrapping around him as he's punching in people. Just fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to continuously fanboy over this episode until next week. Probably even after that. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.